Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Shay, your local numerologist. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share. Make sure you are subscribed to my other channels, Queen Spirit 1126 and Answers by Queen Spirit. Alright, I think I'm going to pick 3 cards today. We'll grab that one. We're going to grab this one. Alright, let's get one more. Alright, and we got a 2. Alright, let's see. So we have 412 with the 4 and the 1 in reverse. Okay, 7. It's the number 7. Alright, I have no idea why my brain was farting on that, but it was. It was farting on adding these 3 numbers together. So that makes me think that there has been some kind of delay, right? The number 7 altogether is a very analytical number. It's a number that describes our need to find this balance between what's rational and what's spiritual. It's not a number that forgets anything. It remembers everything. You know what I'm saying? So we have 4 in reverse. So I have irresponsible, scarce thinking, lack of boundaries, or excessive boundaries. We have the 1 in reverse, and then we have the 2 over here. This 1 is giving me lack of control, right? I feel like there is something in your life that was defined for you at no fault of your own. So you keep reanalyzing the situation, and I feel like you're placing blame on yourself. But really, I'm not going to say the blame is on someone else. I'm going to say that you share the blame with somebody else. It's some kind of connection here that caused whatever this drift was. Okay, so lack of boundaries. It was the lack of boundaries. Okay, and so now I'm getting excessive boundaries. It's kind of like the India Ari song, Back to the Middle, where she talks about, being at this extreme one side and then switching to the extreme of the other side. That's what I get. So it's kind of like, okay, well, you allowed people to take advantage of you for so long to the point where you're not even open or vulnerable, right? And it feels like it's causing a lack in your life. It's finally starting to backfire. So where do you find this happiness? And the truth is, you find it somewhere in the middle. Again, like I always say, you can't be closed off to love and expect it to come towards you. And love is a lot of things. It's in our vulnerability. It's in our intuition. It's in the way that we care for ourselves. Love is in a lot of things. And if you block it, then you have issues, okay? It's going to start affecting you mentally and physically. All right, let's get it going. Let's go for the number 4. We have lack of boundaries and excessive boundaries. All right, so I'm taking this one. Oh, look at this. Hopeless. Hopeless. What is this? Okay. So there's definitely a vibe here of not being able to get the things that you want or the things that you need. Hopelessness is definitely what I was feeling. But this is, but your hopelessness is caused by boundary issues. For some of you, you don't have enough boundaries. For some of you, you have put up too many boundaries to the point where you can't let people in. And it's hard to move forward when you're trying to do everything alone, everything by yourself. And this comes to, 1, you guys are too self-critical, right? And 2, you're feeling alone, right? You feel like you are alone. All right, so we had a clear shot on his head, but I think God saved him. This is Pushaisi neighbors. And then I have solar plexus right under this. confidence, personal power, self-esteem. I'm gonna take I'm gonna remove the violence from this quote, okay? And I'm gonna say you had a shot at something. You had some way to achieve something, right? And I almost feel like the target was moved. It's like it's like when the retirement age keeps raising higher and higher. You're like, man, I'm gonna hit retirement age, and then they're like, no, we changed it. Now it's 75. So you can't retire. It's like the target keeps getting moved, and so you're not hitting the goals that you want to hit. And so here, solar plexus, confidence, personal power, self-esteem. So there needs to be a focus on who you are, but not in a bad way, and like your abilities, what is possible for you, what the things that you have achieved. You have to be careful with being manipulative of yourself, being arrogant of the things that you have achieved causes you to be kind of down on yourself for the things that you haven't, or when you lose. So make sure that you are keeping yourself at a balance emotionally, mentally, physically, because sometimes in life we are going to lose. Sometimes we need to have that failure so that we can move forward and have our successes, right? All right, so this last one we have is free will, right? And right at the bottom, we have trust your gut. What's this? Surrogate. Okay. So you have free will to connect with whoever the hell you want to connect with and connect how you want to connect. And if somebody is not giving you the things that you need, then you have to move on from it. I tell you guys all the time, like you hold power over your own life. Nobody else holds that power. And a lot of times we want to include people in things, and it's very difficult because they're not ready. Okay? You can't help somebody that's not ready to move forward. But more than this, you have to make yourself ready to move forward. And I'm getting connect with the right people. Okay? So let's go ahead and pull some cards. So we have, you know what? Let's do trinkets first. Let's do trinkets first. Okay, let's pull. Lobster. We got a tree. Oh, wow. And this big ass flower. All right, starting with the number 4. And we got the lobster out for number 4, which is hopelessness, right? So this almost feels like you have given up, right? Because you have, a lot of times we have these dreams in our mind that we want to hit, these goals that we want to achieve. And we have to recognize and realize that every goal that we want is not going to come in the way that we want it, if that makes sense. Like, you can plan a pretty picnic, but you can't predict the weather. But that doesn't mean that you weren't meant to go to that picnic and be rained on if that was your ultimate goal, right? Was to have that picnic. So sometimes when spirit pushes us in a certain direction, things don't always turn out how we have it in our head. So what I'm getting right now is that you need to create a new perspective. You get hurt, you put up these boundaries where either you don't want anybody's help, or the help that you ask for is not really what you actually need, or you might not be asking for help at all. But I do get that you are blocking people out of your life because you don't feel that they can do something for you, or you have a pride or arrogance that, hey, I can do this all myself. All right, let's clarify this 4, hopelessness. Yeah, you can't make this up. We got the 7 of Pentacles. And honestly, I do. I feel like this is you again being too critical on yourself. Um, we have this separated by the Five of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles, right? So I get this instance where you are juggling some kind of debt. Now, this doesn't have to actually be money. I really feel like this is something in the spiritual sense that you. Ooh, this is karmic debt. Ooh, I got shadow work. I got that this is karmic debt. Okay, so you are playing with some kind of karmic debt, and you need to take care of it. You just need to take care of it. If you wronged somebody in the past, apologize. If you took something from somebody, give it back or replace it. Whatever the case may be, make sure you are clearing up your karma. Okay? Clearing up your karma. And so this may be right here. We had a clear shot on his head, but I think God saved him. And right now, Kuchaisi is in jail. So I'm really feeling like there was this false sense of confidence of getting away with something for so long, that you kind of like don't understand like where the failure is coming from, where the fall is coming from. But Spirit is like, keep your confidence in yourself. We all do things that we're not proud of, right? We all have this energy of, okay, yeah, in my past. If you don't know no better, you're not gonna do better. It's just that simple. And we all have issues in life where we've kind of built up some negative karma, but you can't keep going through it without taking accountability for the karma that you have brought onto yourself. Okay? I am really feeling like you have to let go of this perspective that people are looking at you like you are perfect. Let's get a clarification on this one. Just make sure these cards stay up on the desk. Alright, so we got Three of Swords, and under that we got the Five of Wands. We're going to take this Three of Swords. Damn, we got Ace of Swords at the bottom. So the Three of Swords, and this is looking like in reverse, it is the truth. I'm sorry, it's not the truth, it's healing, but I had Ace of Swords at the bottom, so it's giving me the truth. And so we have one Ace of Swords pointing up, and we have two pointing down. So this is the truth, right, being recognized and you seeing that. The Two of Swords in reverse, which I'm getting here, the Two of Swords in reverse is all about seeing, right? After a period of blinding yourself with your mental words and all your free thinking and all of that, it's kind of like, okay, now I see the truth. You can't be overly critical of yourself. You have to forgive yourself for your wrongdoing. And that starts with taking accountability for what you have done. Even if it's just with yourself, you know what I'm saying? Even if you're just looking back like, man, I really shouldn't have did that. And the person, like, you can't make up for it. There's nothing you can do to make up for it. You have to forgive yourself. You have to put yourself in a position where you're like, okay, I understand that I messed up, and I understand, you know, all of these things happen. You have to bring an ending to this cycle. All right, so we have free will, and we have this two, which I am really getting is a connection to spirit. I feel like you guys are blossoming right now. You are really coming out of this energy of, man, I fucked up. We all fuck up. We all mess up. We all make mistakes. But it's only on you to forgive yourself, right? It's only on you to right your wrong. You have the free will to do whatever you want to do. You know, whatever you're physically or mentally or emotionally capable of doing, you can do all those things. But it is this vibe of trusting yourself to make sure that the outcome, the seeds that you plant, right, which you got with the Seven of Pentacles, the seeds that you plant are the ones that you want to grow, and you're not constantly reanalyzing and thinking, okay, well, this this was a bad seed. Let me not plant seed like that again, basically. So we got free will. We got the number 2. We got a big ass flower, which is representing personal growth for me. Okay, we got Queen of Cups. So what I'm getting with the Queen of Cups is that you are loved. And we got the 3 of Pentacles on the bottom. I'll put that over there because I think you can see it better. I think that this Queen of Cups is, again, you are loved, right? Queen of Cups, 3 of Pentacles, and that somebody wants to work with you, or you're supposed to be working with others to overcome this. Maybe some of you guys need to professional help, to find a professional counselor, somebody that can help you work through your emotional kind of debt. That's how I feel. Like, I just feel emotional debt here. So let's get you some advice. You have the free will to move past this. You are loved, and you have people that are willing to work with you. Forgiveness and understanding. Spirit said, keep this out. You have to forgive yourself, and you have to come to an understanding as well of, what you can and can't control. Let's pull a chakra wisdom card. All right, so we have 6th chakra, 3rd eye chakra. I use my imagination as I create and pursue my dreams and wishes. I ask myself, what do I want? That's that free will. My thoughts create a reality at the physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual levels. I use this power to create harmonious relationships, 3 of Pentacles, between all these levels. I imagine the life I would like to have, and I encourage my thoughts to be truthful, wise, and discerning. In the quietness of meditation, I see and hear the truth. I feel like there is some truth that you are denying yourself, right? Maybe you feel like you are, I just feel like, I do feel like you think you're not good enough. I do. And I feel like there is some shame that you need to let go. So we cut to the Queen of Cups and the Death card, right? So not trusting your intuition. You have put too much you have put too much faith in the physical, right? And you need to trust more in your guides, okay? So strength and guidance, they have what you need. And this is why we have meditation here. It's because you need to sit back and meditate. You need to learn how to find the quietness in your mind that doesn't have you like pinging off the walls, bouncing like you have ADHD. I mean, you might have ADHD, but you still have to learn how to calm that energy down and channel it, right? So let's see, what's the advice here, Spirit? Okay. All right. So Spirit is like, you have some successes coming in, right? You have something is happening pretty quickly. You guys are moving on from something pretty fast, pretty quickly, and it's due to you. So you need to make sure in this next movement that you have your willpower intact, right? So one thing about the number 19, the sun is success, but the number 19 in and of itself is a number that represents misuse of power. We're talking about karmic debt life path numbers, okay? Make sure you know your life path number and get that reading. So the number 19 is about misuse of power and enrichment of self. So even though you are going to be successful, right, and this is going to come in pretty quickly, you need to make sure that you're holding that balance, that you understand that your willpower to do the right thing is very important. Don't let money or fame, being seen, anything like that overcome your need or be more powerful than your need to keep a balance. Because when you have a lot of power, you also have a lot of responsibility, right? It is your job to make sure your responsibility is handled correctly. It doesn't go away. If you are given a whole bunch of money, regardless of how hard you work for it, you're supposed to give back. If you are given a voice, you are supposed to be telling people the right thing to do, okay? So make sure that you keep that in mind with your next successes. And that is all I have for you guys, being 412. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share, and I will see you next time.